today we're going up against the Chicago. Please subscribe. Please subscribe with the bell so you will never miss a video.
Full house tonight, boys. Time to start the show. You feel me? Let's give these fans what they paid for and wanted. You feel me? Let's do it.
The Bucks look to take charge at the Bradley Center. We're going to bring it to you live from Milwaukee. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And as we take a look here at Derrick Rose, what's your take?
Well, there's no doubt he's the one his teammates look to fill that leadership role. When adversity hits, when things aren't going well for the team, he's the one who kind of rallies the troops. And when he gets going like that, takes on that ownership of the team, that's when you see his true value to the club.
And another thing, Steve, which has been said about him before, crunch time is his time to shine. End of game heroics are nothing new to this fella.
Well, it was the Chicago Bulls winning their last game against Phoenix. And that result, guys, was a real shock. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen him.
I'll tell you what jumped off the page to me, guys, the firepower off the bench. I mean, that's what really, I think, led them to that victory.
Well, it was that energy boost factor, we call it. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game, but it was there for them that night.
Now here's Rose, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Dang goes in. Here's Noah. Makes it off the glass. Noah's got the first points of the night for the Bulls.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Oh, Hanson did. Let's go.
To the line. Officials on the contact and he'll shoot two.
Hanson inside the game.
Well, the Bucks playing here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center, one of the older arenas in the NBA at around a quarter century. And the Bucks have said they'll leave Milwaukee after the 2017 season unless a new arena is built.
That's good from Henson. And back to the arena situation here in Milwaukee. This is one of the smaller markets in the NBA. Steve, that can make it tougher to get an arena done.
Well, there's a potential change in ownership that has loomed over the franchise as well. Obviously, we all want to see the team stay in Milwaukee. A lot of great history here going way back. So hopefully an arena deal will get done.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
You know, Joakim Noah, part of those back-to-back championship teams at Florida 2006 and 7, was kind of skinny in college in his first years in the league. But he's done a really good job of adding muscle to his frame. That work in the weight room and in his basement have served him well.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And here is Knight, averaging 8 points a game from downtown. And it's Butler missing.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And with the big minutes that Joakim Noah has asked, it's a good thing he's been so dedicated to staying in shape.
He's another player, Kevin, who does yoga in the off-season. He's even trained with big wave surfers in Hawaii, going underwater with weights in his hands, doing jumping and running. Pretty interesting training regimen, but of course he's a very interesting guy.
Pretty wild, huh? Now here's Butler. Carlos Boozer able to get his shot to go.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He feels that they haven't won in either of the 2 meetings against this team because they've been too passive on the defensive end. Not the case this time. Coach said, we're going to show them something different in this game. We'll come out and take the pressure right to them, up and down the court with our defense. We'll see if that changes their fortunes, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And as Doris provided the details, guys, the way they plan to attack defensively will be key early on, won't it?
Yeah, and early is the key word there, Kevin. If they can string together some stops right away, I think it'll really set
just what they're going to be after, guys. They love to turn this into a defensive battle.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. On the dish to Sanders. Outside Butler. And in off the glass. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
That's right where they want to go with the ball on that possession.
Outside Rose. Right side Butler. Passes to Boozer. On its way from Rose for 2. And he gets the jumper to drop. Rose has got his first 2 points of the night.
Tell you what, it's hard to argue with the record for Coach Tom Thibodeau of the Bulls, but the rumor mill has it that the front office hasn't been happy with how hard he's ridden his top players. Luol Deng missed time last season with the hamstring injury. Joakim Noah came down with plantar fasciitis. Hey, those things happen, and I'm not quite sure you could put that at the feet of Tom Thibodeau.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
As to Ensign. Back tonight. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And going back to Tom Thibodeau and that minutes load on his stars, it seems it's getting harder for players to weather big minutes, Steve, these days.
I think it's going to be really interesting going forward to see this Bulls team this year and beyond. Will that wear them down? Their guys played too many minutes. They've had a lot of injuries. I think it's time to scale back a little bit on the minutes played.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, I think Larry Sanders is one of the most improved players in the league, guys. I don't know where you stand on it, but, you know, he led the league in ejections, too, with 5. He's got to control and manage his emotions a little better.
Chicago making a switch here. Muhammad's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Back to Sanders, who said he's taking steps to keep his composure, not getting to other players and feel the wrath of officials. Those technicals are piling up.
Well, Kevin, he's already made some nice strides in his approach to the game, just eating right, getting to the gym early. You know, you really have to learn how to become a professional, and I think Sanders has made that next step.
Just 3 to shoot. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Bulls ball, and Chicago keeps possession. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Gibson for 3. The shot is off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they look totally disjointed. And sometimes you have a night like that. Nothing goes in the basket. Just pure frustration.
Well, you can call it any number of things, Steve. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, dysfunctional. Any of those would fit.
Here's T. After the made shot for Middleton. Tries it from 19. And the Bulls with another miss.
Tell you what, he can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace. Just can't find the right.
The Bulls making a change here. Murphy's checked in. Bulls trail by 3. Outside T. Kicks it to Gibson. From 15 feet away. Rebounded by Pachulia.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Here's Middleton, defended by Gibson. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to Murphy. For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. T kicks to Heinrich. the assist by Heinrich as that one goes in.
That's good, unselfish play there because his shot was tougher. Instead, he went to his teammate.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. To the left wing. Here's Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Heinrich with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Teague. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks ahead, up 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
But we just gotta worry about February and March. That's all we gotta worry about. That's all we gotta worry about. It's February and March. If we could go, if we could go past them 2 months, we'll be ready for April. But we gotta go through February and we gotta go through March. But we got all day. We got all day.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
Well, if my phone could go to 100 quickly, I could make videos.
And it's Rose, and it's Murphy in at the
I
fourth
could make
slot.
videos. But it'd be taking this time though.
You know, in Larry Drew's case, it was a bit of an unusual situation once the season concluded. He was in the final year of his deal. The Hawks said we'll interview other candidates and left him free to interview for other head coaching positions, and he landed in Milwaukee.
6 to shoot. There's Rose with the 3. Good. Rose has got 7 points in the game.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Well, Stephen, back to Coach Drew, of course, he ended up signing with the Bucks.
Well, that was an interesting move for him to go from Atlanta to Milwaukee. You know, the Hawks were one of the better defensive teams in the league last year. I think that's what the Bucks saw in Drew. And that's the idea for him to really help this team get the most out of its players, particularly defensively.
I might finish next year.
Here's Rose. Following the score by John Henson.
I know I got 2K21 and Madden 21. I'm glad I got them 2 games. If I would have never got them 2 games, bro, I would have been gas. I would have had Nana, would have had to buy it. And I would have had to get 1 game.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive
And I would
approach
have been
we've
like,
seen
bro.
so far for the Bucks?
Guys, they're really passing the
But
ball
my
well
Monday
here in
game
the
2
first half.
They've
choices.
established their presence in the paint tonight.
Bro,
Also,
they
a
would
lot
have
of this
switched it
point
to
to this
1.
point coming from down low.
Probably if I bought one for my mother, and then my Nana saved up some money to get either. If I would have got
The
Madden,
first one at the line is good.
I would have had to get 2K.
People talked about the
If I would have
defensive
had to get
renaissance
2K,
in
I would
Chicago
have
as
had
a
to
big
get
part
Madden.
of their turnaround, and that's accurate.
One for each, but I don't
Tibbs
want to
has
get
done
all
wonders
of
for
that.
this team
I want
defensively,
to
but another aspect
like that.
is that they've had one of the deepest benches in the league the past few years, too.
Noah hits them both. Go back to what you said, Clark, about Chicago. It is a credit to them that they've been able to constantly add or draft talent that is ready to step in for them, and Steve contribute off the bench.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You think about Taj Gibson, a late first-round
Yeah,
pick. Jimmy
17,
Butler last
17.
year really emerged as one of the best young players in the league. Great story. So terrific job by the Bulls front office in figuring out which player to take later in the first round.
First one falls for him.
O.J. Mayo is out of USC. He's in his 6th season in the NBA, fellas, and he was considered the top player in his high school class. Very, very highly regarded. He's yet to be a star at the professional level, but I think he's looking to solidify himself as a quality starter.
Mayo hits them both. And for O.J. Mayo, 6'4" player. Some people saw him as a guy who could play point guard, shooting guard. He's just a player, though. I think he can can do a lot of things on the floor.
Well, he's a decent ball handler, but he's a shooting guard. I mean, he can be a little bit of a combo guy, but for the most part, he's out there to score, and most of those points coming off jump shots.
Now here's Mayo, averaging 10 points per contest. Sanders with the ball. He's picked up by Dang. Second shot opportunity. Noah with the block, but they'll get another chance. Mayo kicks to Sanders. Pass to Knight. He feeds it to Butler. From deep. Butler missing again.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Noah kicks to Boozer. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Boozer's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Knight kicks to Mayo. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Outside Butler. He kicks to Boozer. Feeds to Dang. Outside Butler. There's Rose with the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And across the board in that game, they just shot the lights out. They had a fantastic offensive night.
Yeah, rarely do you see a team get that hot in total. I mean, everybody was knocking them down. They were spraying it from everywhere.
The Bucks have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. First free throw is good. Chicago making a switch here. Hits them both.
Well, great focus at the free throw line. They're taking care of business.
That's exactly how you keep on the lead. 100% free throwing for the quarter. That'll do it.
Now here's Rose. He's got 7. It's stolen. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Knight passes to Henson. Back to Knight. Harris with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From out of the wing, he knocks it down. Harris has got his first points of the night.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Here's Rose after the made shot from Harris. Rose dishes to Butler. Butler off a pick from Muhammad. Rose attacking. And again, no good by Chicago.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. Rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy. Really working hard on the board. He's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Well, Brandon Knight out of Kentucky is more of a combo guard than a pure point when you look at him offensively. But with his long arms and good athleticism and at 6'3", I think there's a lot of upside for him at the defensive end of the floor. I think he's a guy that could defend 1 and 2s effectively.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, well, Larry Drew had some advice for his team over that last break. He mentioned defensive strategy right away. He wants fewer bodies in the paint and more on the perimeter to contest those perimeter jump shots. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Middleton after the made shot from Butler. And Middleton kicks to Delfino. Floats one up. Chicago grabs the miss. And for Brandon Knight offensively, he's still trying to figure it out.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. He does have some point guard skills. He's got some athleticism, but he's really an excellent outside shooter when he's got time to set up.
Gibson, that's good, and so Teague with the assist. Now it's just a 3-point Milwaukee lead. The Bucks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Walters. Teague covering. A nice shot by Walters. "41 seconds left to play here in the half."
You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here
If they hurry.
Gibson in the post. Guarded by Middleton. That's good. Gibson's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
The feed to Sanders. And he gets it to go. Sanders has got 5 now. 19 seconds left here in the second. Heinrich outside. They set the pick. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Bucks lead by 3. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Berg standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Coach, in this kind of a matchup against this team, how important is keeping control of the ball and limiting turnovers?
It's huge. Live ball turnovers, if you put them in the open floor, they're very difficult to stop. But we got to play some defense. We're not playing any defense right now.
Tom, thank you. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce, and the NBA season is really getting into gear. Out in Milwaukee, the Bucks taking care of business against Chicago. They're a team in 5th place in the conference standings right now. A nice start for Caron Butler. He's got 7 points and also collected 4 rebounds. Tuning in, now back to the action in Milwaukee.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. One of the stories here, Caron Butler getting it done today.
Boy, his rebounding was superb in that first half, particularly at the offensive end where he's really battling.
And that continually allowed them to get 2 quality shots on the same possession, Steve. That's invaluable.
Up front, it's Henson and Sanders. Mayo out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Butler. Shot clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. That's on Joakim Noah.
Caron Butler is one of those rock-solid, steady vets. Just a pro's pro, we call him. Entering the final year of his contract. You know he's looking to be aggressive out there.
Free throw, good Butler. And for Butler out of UConn, a good defender, Steve, a good jump shot.
Yeah, played in 1 All-Star game back with the Wizards. Now going into his 12th year in the league. He's had a great career.
And so Butler nails both of them. Here's Rhodes. There's the dish to Boozer. Releases from 15, and Sanders pulls it down. Bucks leading by 5. Knight passes to Henson. Here's Sanders. Tries yet again, and it's blocked. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Sanders has got the lead for Rhodes. Sweet little floater. Around. Now here's Henson. He's covered by Boozer. The kick out to Mayo. Clock at 4. From outside, off the mark. Bulls trail by 5. All going up court. And it's Butler missing.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times on his way to the bucket.
Knight's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Knight again throws.
From this guy is his skill running the pick and roll. He knows exactly how to run a defender directly into that screen, and then the beautiful passing ability, setting up layups and jump shots.
And you know what? He's like a tank when he's coming down the lane. Lay into him as hard as you can. You're not going to be able to knock him off balance. His size a handful when he's coming at you fast with that strong body and explosiveness.
And so he earns a shoot 2. And Clark, you mentioned the size of Derrick Rose. It's not this. He goes in there, and he would be a very tough guy to try to stop when he's got a full head of steam.
Oh, no question.
Oh, wow.
He's coming at you with that burst and the strength. That's why he's so overpowering as a point guard.
Well, for sure, and he's been involved in a lot.
That one is no good. And going back to Deng, so active off the court, helping Sudanese refugees, Basketball Without Borders, numerous charities. His parents instilled him with that kind of thoughtfulness.
Yeah, and he's also championed a lot of causes in the UK, campaigning to maintain funding for the British national team. Deng is passionate, both on and off the court. You just love his approach to the game and to life, Kevin.
Good point. Rose passes to Boozer. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 6 points for Carlos Boozer.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Knight dishes to Henson. Back to Knight. Mayo into the lane. Misses from close range.
And you gotta like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Now here's Butler, averaging 8 points a game. And here's Boozer, right side Deng. Shot on the wing, good. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
You know, to me, one reason why Carlos Boozer is such a valuable scorer is that he can hurt you in a multitude of ways inside. He can hit the rainbow jumper of his, and when he's back to the basket, can go over both shoulders very well.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Larry Drew's huddle. He doesn't want them settling for outside shots anymore. He wants their points to come at the rim. Look for them to really start attacking that basket. He also wants his players putting pressure on the defense with early offense. Lots of shots and an aggressive approach in general whenever they've got the ball. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Sanders' shot is off.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Here's Doug. And for Boozer, you remember the story when he went to Duke.
Well, yeah, his left hand is fantastic. I mean, that's his preferred hand when he's finishing around the rim. A right-handed jump shooter, but anything around the basket is usually his left. So he probably owes his dad a debt of gratitude. Fantastic game last time out.
Ridnour kicks to Mayo. Passes it to Ridnour. Outside Butler. Launches a 3. Good. The assist goes to Ridnour. Ridnour got the assist. 1:16 left to play here in the third. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, Tom Thibodeau had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He preached patient offense and using more of the shot clock. He'd like the tempo of this game to be taken down a few notches. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Sanders. And it's good. Sanders has got 9.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Delfino passes to Ridnour. It's stolen by Dang. Butler dishes to Heinrich. Kicks to Dang. Delfino with the steal. Pass break, Milwaukee.
Oh! Hammer time! Hammer time! Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. The Bucks on top. They're up by 7. And do not go away as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next.
Coming up next Monday night, January 13th, the Milwaukee Bucks take on Rudy Gay and Toronto Raptors. Big-time hoops coming your way.
In a moment now to check out our State Farm assist in the game, and what a pass it was by a talented point guard.
So this is what he does. It's the kind of plays he's known for, Kevin.
Bulls trail by 7. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Dang and Boozer, they make up the forwards. Heinrich is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Noah in at 7. Here's Delfino. He's covered by Dang. And Sanders kicks to Knight. He dishes it to Ridnour. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Chicago shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Boozer against Butler. And the call will go against Caron Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, he tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
And Dang, here we go. Some solid defense from Butler.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired because he needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Mayo with it. Butler covering. Mayo kicks to Knight. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Knight's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bucks. Boozer a screen on Knight. Goes off the Vic from Noah. There's the pass to Dang. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 6 points for Luol Deng.
And guys, Deng has developed into a very good shooter, especially on spot ups or maybe one dribble pull-ups. He's got range, he's developed that out to the three-point line, but he really likes to go to that mid-range area. 1 or 2 dribbles into the paint, he'll rise up, shoot right over the top.
But you know what I like about him most, Steve? Deng is a very well-balanced player. He does a lot of good things offensively, but he's just as good at the defensive end. He's a big key to his team's tough defense. And you know, at the end of the day, Steve, you just have to respect his overall defensive acumen. I mean, it's not just one thing he does well at that end. He knows how to guard from A to Z.
That free throw missing.
We've seen Henson playing a good game here. 9 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
You know, guys, when Noah came out of Florida, most people viewed him as just an energy guy or a role player, but I tell you what, I always saw him as a highly skilled player. He can pass it, he can put it on the floor, he's smart defensively. He's shown that he can anchor a defense, and he contributes double-doubles on a nightly basis.
There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go Clark right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Timeout called, the Bucks. You know, for Noah Clark, as you were talking, not just an energy guy, but he's a good ball hand. And he's a really good passer for one thing. You know, atop the circle, he's got a great view of the floor, and he really can find the guy.
Yeah, well, it's so important these days to be able to make plays off of screen and rolls for a big guy to be able to catch at the foul line off that drop pass and then either score or find another shooter on the perimeter. And Noah as good as anybody at that.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Larry Drew's huddle. He told the guys that for now, he wants to see them back off the three-point shot, saying all our offense doesn't need to come from perimeter jump shots. Let's get the ball inside for some high percentage looks.
On defense, Chicago. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Rose.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
Milwaukee in the lead. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Dang goes in. Dishes it to Butler. Outside Rose. Noah with a screen for Rose. Noah with a screen on Mayo. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Mayo. Goes up. Finishes the break with a slam.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that can decide a game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it does decide this game, Clark. That's a huge swing there.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Pass it to Boozer. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
That's good from Boozer.
Boozer's been doing. He has 8 points now and 3 assists as well. Passing and free throws, those are 2 areas where you love to get production.
Yeah, the passing gives the offense flow, and the free throws give you easy points. So it's been a nice night for him so far.
Now, here is Knight. Stolen by Boozer. 3 on 3. Rose against Knight to tie it up. And the rejection by Sanders. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Here's Dang. Pass to Noah. 6 on the shot clock. Rose goes in. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Sanders with the steal. Butler against Knight. He feeds it to Butler. He kicks it to Henson. From 13 feet, it goes down. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
I'm called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. 1:51 left in the game. Left in the fourth quarter. Outside Rose. High post shot. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot.
That's a big basket there. You can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're up by 2. 1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Left in the fourth quarter. Knight kicks to Mayo. Knight with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Mayo off the pick from Butler. Back to Knight. Outside Butler. 4 on the clock.
You need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force it. Even when you get in close.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knight dishes to Mayo. Feeds to Henson. Fades and shoots. It falls.
Oh, what a basket, and at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
And it's Rose penetrating. Connects. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Boy, right now it's really tough to stop Rose.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Mayo, the best tonight. There's the feed to Henson. Loser with the defensive effort. Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 23 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
Harris checked in for Milwaukee. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Seconds left to play in the final quarter. Back to Butler. Harris outside. He's off from 3. To take the lead. Oh, he knocks it in, a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
Oh, big win by Chicago in a tight game. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Carlos, with another game tomorrow night and no day of rest, how does this team carry the momentum from this win
Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Derrick Rose.
This is your captain speaking. We've been cleared for landing into Oklahoma City. We should have you at the gate for an on-time arrival.
Alright, if you enjoyed the video, my name is Jaquavius Leonard Harris. We'll be versing the Oklahoma City Thunders. And yeah, man. Make sure for the people that are new, please subscribe with the bell on to see my daily uploads. Or some days I upload. But yeah, man. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like or a comment.